I'm just a priest. My duty is to preach Christianity and do evangelical work. I said, no, because I'm in the Gambia, I'm pastor of the family. This is what a true religious leader is all about. Wherever you are, within your people, you belong there.
For His Excellency the President, the Gambia needs dedicated and development-oriented people like Father Goff to strengthen the country's development undertakings. A cabinet meeting presided over by His Excellency the President followed the award ceremony. The meeting is a continuation of the last Thursday's meeting, and according to officials, will focus on the establishment of the country's Tourism and Hospitality Institute, the Agriculture and Natural Resource Policy, the Food Safety and Quality Bill 2011, establishment of the Gambia Food Safety Quality Authority, the financing agreement between the Republic of the Gambia and the Islamic Development Bank, the amendment of the Fisheries Act 2007, the repeal of the Gambia Public Transport Corporation Act of 1976, the adoption of the National Roads Transport Policy, and other issues relating to the country's collaboration with other development partners and the country's development in general. Aissatou Badiane Sarr, GRTS.
Ministry of Fisheries and Water Resources are trying to establish what killed a large shoal of juvenile sardinella fish found floating near Oyster Creek at the Denton Bridge. Sunday's discovery is the second in as many months. As we hear in this report by Ibrahim Balde, authorities believe the juvenile fish were probably trapped while feeding during the high tide.
The River Gambia plays an instrumental role in the country's march towards economic prosperity. Thanks to the navigable river, this natural resource accommodates various types of fish. According to experts, fish is consumed almost on a daily basis in the Gambia. However, the sighting of this huge heap of fish around Denton Bridge on Sunday morning is perhaps a reminder that our development aspirations are seriously being slowed down by serious environmental challenges. At the Denton Bridge, eyewitnesses told us that they woke up only to discover that the area was flooded with dead juvenile fish. Scientists call it Sardinella mandarensis, locally known as Yai-boy tass. While it is not easy to find out the exact number of fish that have been dumped here from an unknown destination, what is clear is that it's going to leave serious consequences for the environment. Upon hearing the news, the Ministry of Fisheries sent Senior Fisheries Officer Ibumas Mbai to find out more about what had happened around the seaside at Denton Bridge. As an expert in his area of specialization, Ibumas Mbai told us that this is going to create some negative effects on the environment.
Not only it will affect the environment, but it will also affect the fish stocks. It will affect the fish stock, it will affect the economy, it will affect the Gambian people, the consumers.
In the recent past, the Minister of Fisheries and National Assembly Matters held a series of public sensitization in issues pertaining to fishing and the various types of net that should be used. Even though investigations are yet to be complete, the Senior Fisheries Officer dilated on some possible causes.
This fish could have been come around to shore to feed. The time they were coming, perhaps it was there was a high tide, and then before they attempt to go back, it was low tide, and it was perhaps there was a blockage at the bank, and they could not move out.
Permanent Secretary Amadou Sen also joined in, giving his side of the story.
This is not a landing site, so it was strange, and I immediately called the people from the Department of Fisheries to come and investigate.
This is the second time in less than a year the national broadcaster covered a similar story where fish were dumped around Cape Point. This latest incident highlights the growing problem of climate change and how we respond to serious environmental issues when they happen. Ibrahim Balde reporting from the Denton Bridge for GRTS News.
Senegalese President Abdoulaye Wade and the leading opposition candidate Macky Sall are running neck and neck in the controversial election. GRTS's Malik Jones is monitoring the situation in Dakar, and he now tells us more.
Results keep trickling in. Indications so far put the incumbent President Abdoulaye Wade and Macky Sall in a neck-and-neck race. Results have been received from the diaspora, some places in Washington and New York, Canada, and of course Italy. A short while ago, President Abdoulaye Wade spoke to journalists at the presidential palace. He said the true picture of the results is yet to emerge, and he is certain of a first-round victory. But the president was quick to admit that he will concede to victory if the results go the other way. He applauded the people of Senegal for their maturity in the conduct of the elections and the peaceful atmosphere in which it was conducted. Earlier, the ECOWAS Observer Mission also held a press conference at the Novotel Dakar. Its chairman, Kofi Sama, former Prime Minister of the Republic of Togo, said that the indications so far have been a peaceful one. He said they have met with various stakeholders in the electoral process, including the President of the Republic, most presidential candidates, the leaders of June 23 movement, the M23, the Independent National Electoral Commission, and the Constitutional Council, religious bodies, and society organizations. The chairman also said that during these consultations, the ECOWAS Observer Mission noted the commitment of the various stakeholders in ensuring peaceful elections. In particular, the mission took note of the following. They acceded to the fact that the organization and the security measures taken to guarantee are conducive, and of course at the same time the preventive steps taken by some religious bodies, especially through various aspects for peace and other measures that have been taken, such as the efforts employed by the joint AU-ECOWAS peace mission to promote dialogue among the various stakeholders. He also assured the people of Senegal that ECOWAS will play the part it is supposed to play, and that is to make sure that the results of the elections are adhered by all and sundry. Meanwhile, the atmosphere in Dakar is calm, and of course this is what the whole electorate are praying for. Observers here also note that as tight as it may be, the winner at the end of the day will rule Senegal. Covering the presidential elections in Senegal, this is Malik Jones reporting for GRTS.
Very much, Malik Jones in Dakar, Senegal. The GRTS Director General, accompanied by officials of the broadcaster this weekend towards sites of the institution's $12 million satellite project, which is being implemented. Modou Lamine Cissé accompanied the team, and he reports the project, though still young, is poised to provide FM radios and reliable terrestrial TV transmission across the country.
It was a tour that took the GRTS Director General Alhaji Mamadou Sanyang and his team of directors to the state broadcasters' satellite project sites across the country. In Basse and Kudan transmitter stations, a house consisting of an equipment room, technician's room, senior technician's office, generator room, and a 100-meter mast consisting of 3 FM transmitters and 2 TV transmitters are ready and waiting in a 200 by 200 piece of land. In Kanilai, however, a land measuring the same size is secured for the same purpose. At a meeting with Governor Umar Abu Khan and village elders in Kudang, Director General Mamadou Sanyang said the expansion of GRTS is symbolic of a national cake from which all Gambians deserve to benefit. Something he added is in line with President Jammeh's development agenda. Interpreting the assertion, the GRTS top man called on communities to take ownership of the project, noting that qualified indigents will be employed upon completion. Bai Sanyang is GRTS's Director of Engineering. He told me that at this stage of the project, all is set for the necessary equipment to be ordered.
As far as I can see, they are okay. They are ready to admit the transmitters. So when we go back, I'll make a report to the project manager, who is based in Dakar, to say to him that everything is okay.